Priorities definitely there, David. Thank you. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Prince misses. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. 3-pointer. Back to George. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Can't connect from short range. The drive by Russell. And the layup's good off the glass.
Russell in complete control that time. Score off of that drive. That's a skill you have to have as a combo guard in this league.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Morris. A 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Morris against Towns. Here's the 3. Paul George grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. On the wing, George. Pulls from the top of the key, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And so here are the Clippers following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Out to Morris. There's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Prince.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. John Wall comes in for Jackson. Now here's Wall. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Russell. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Wall, good.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now here's Towns. No good on the 3. George looking around. Over Russell. George finds Zubac. Nice move. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Off target with his 3. The Clippers in the lead. Right side, Wall.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Russell against Wall. Out to Edwards. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers leading by 3. Outside, Wall. Outside, George. Over Edwards. And there's Paul George on the assist by Wall.
Yeah, Paul George, too nice from that distance. Just gets up there with confidence and knocks that one down.
Out to Russell. It's stolen by Wall. The pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Gobert. 7-second difference. Shot in game clock.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Wall against Russell. Here's Leonard. Takes it out to Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Right side Towns, and so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation, and Paul George got it there.
George against Edwards. The dish to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
George, that's a two-pointer, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
Edwards finds Gobert, kicks it out to Prince. Knocks down the three ball. Prince has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Here's Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Gobert trying to get open. Prince's shot is good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Russell passes to Prince. Out to Edwards. Towns down low. Covington's there. Towns, no luck. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Pass to Leonard. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Edwards looking it over. Here's Towns. The shot missing. Good D by Covington. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's George. A terrific shot on the turnaround. George has got 12 points in the game.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Russell kicks to Edwards. lets it go from deep. They get it back to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, boy, you are in for a show.
Here's Leonard. Back to Wall. Over Russell. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Edwards, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
No good on the 2nd free throw.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Gets it off. That one misses. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen. All right, David, thank you. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it out to Covington. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Wall against Russell. Wall passes to Zubac. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Edwards finds Towns. With the crossover, poked away. Covington with the steal. Leonard attacking, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 5 now.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Edwards against George. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Zubac. Going inside, and it's in there. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
Showing off those long strides. Really tough to keep Paul George off of his straight line when he's on the bounce.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Passes it to Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding up.
Leonard finds Zubac. The shot misses, and Minnesota will come the other way. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Russell. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
The shot by George, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Prince, and that one is hammered home.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over Towns. Misses off the right iron. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves for the lead. And it's Towns missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Outside, George. Will it go? Minnesota with the rebound. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Russell missing. The Clippers trail. George with no one around. Cans the shot with nobody near him. George has got 23.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Here's Russell. Gobert finds Russell. And finished off by Gobert.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
That doesn't go either for George.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
George from deep three-point land tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third. The Timberwolves on top, ending the third quarter on a 15-5 run. We're going to step aside for... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 5. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. It's Prince on the wing. Out to Russell. Back to Prince. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Leonard the pass to Wall. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Here's George. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, Russell in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside, George. Zubac, a screen on Towns. George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Towns dishes to Russell. Back to Towns. Fires from deep. And no good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Russell finds Gobert. Edwards with it. Defended by Covington. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
It's stolen by Wall. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance that gives them the lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Leonard. Back to Wall. Leonard on the wing. George against Gobert, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That straight line drive there from Paul George, you love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Nobody near Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Towns. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. On the wing, George. Here he goes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Poke loose. Stolen by Zubac. .114 left in the 4th quarter. Zubac with the screen for Wall. No good from Zubac. Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. Leonard finds George. Lets it go from the wing. And that one goes long. Now the Timberwolves with it. A 2-point game. Russell with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
Out left to the wing. Here's the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And here's Prince outside. Leonard with the steal. for three. No good there. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Jackson with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Leonard for three. And no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Crowder left side. Pass to Paul. Takes it inside. Shoots over George. Goes back up. Up top Booker. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Good luck trying to contain George on the drive. The mobility and the ferocity on display there. Oh, wow. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And here's Crowder from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's George. Ayton with the defensive effort. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Leonard outside. Zubac against Ayton. Second chance shot. The kick out to Morris. And there's a 3-second violation. So for the Clippers, Covington's checked in for Morris. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Booker. There's the triple. On target from range. Booker's got 6 points.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's George. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
George outside. The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. Zubac screen. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. For 3, Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. 3-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those 2 together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Here's Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Lets it go from 11. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Ayton. Now here's Booker. He's got 11, and it's good for 2.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And George launches it from deep. And again, no good by the Clippers. Jacks up a 3. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Clock at 6. Tries the spin move. George. And the jam by George.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
Paul against Wall. Paul's got space. It doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. The jumper from the wing off target. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The 3, George. Again, the Clippers score.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Now Paul. Lets it fly. That won't go either for Paul. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. The free throw is off from George.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
And stolen by Booker. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The 3 ball. Up again.
Impeccable timing from the towering big man. Ayton is someone you must box out, or this is what happens.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Now here's George. 4-3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There are too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Paul. They get the rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 11.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Good chance here for Booker. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Booker's got 15.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Leonard can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Paul passes to Crowder. George against Booker. And it's Phoenix with another.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
His first shot coming late, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Looking to end the run. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. George, a deep three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Fires from 14. And here's Crowder from the arc. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More to As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the 1. Paul can't get it to go.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Covington. Out to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Leonard's got 7.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Paul against Wall. Paul, shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And a deep 3 from Leonard. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here and there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
4 on the clock. Here's Crowder. And the Suns miss again. Here are the Clippers. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Covington. The kick out to Wall. Fires for 3. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Paul. That one off the back iron and out. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. It's Covington on the wing. He's covered by Ayton. George, a deep 3. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
There aren't a lot of guys in this league who shoot mid-range, but Paul, he's one of them.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. And the basket is good. Leonard's got 12 points in the game. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Outside Booker. Leonard against Bridges. Back to Booker. Shoots. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
The pure shot mechanics of Booker. It's fun watching him shoot the ball.
Wall, the pass to George. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. It's George on the wing. Fires the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. The Suns have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside Paul. Shoots over Wall. Here's Ayton. Oh, and a dunk by Ayton. That gives him a double-double in this one.
My Lord, the agility on that size. Ayton's on another level.
George outside. Pass to Covington. The three-pointer off the mark. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Booker, the pass to Paul. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Ayton with a screen. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Leonard. Over Bridges. Leonard can't get it to go.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
It's Booker on the wing. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns. That's good from Bridges. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Paul finds Booker. This one for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's George. Soft touch off the glass.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Crowder. Booker with it. Crowder a screen on George. Here's Booker. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Wall no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Paul passes to Bridges. George with a steal. And he's going for the oop here. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Ayton inside. Zubac there. It's stolen by Wall. Outside Covington. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. No luck on that one. Ooh, nice D from George. Bridges against Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. And Booker puts up a deep three. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Clippers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Leonard for 3. And Chris Paul clears it away.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it. Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3-ball to go. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
A fantastic three-point shooter. All George needs is a little airspace, and he's golden.
Pass to Aiden. Booker for 3. And it's Booker again missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And there's the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Here's Paul. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Up top, Zubac. Back to Wall. Oh, got a piece of it. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Suns.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
So it's Phoenix now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. No one covering.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Leonard finds George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's wide left. And here's Paul. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they
should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Pass to Leonard. And Adams sends it back. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, David, thanks. Morant, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 6 points.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now here's Leonard. And the layup is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
That shot is off. Morant with some nice D. And Adams kicks to Morant. From deep three-point range, Jackson passes to Morant. Now Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring, and yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris, and it's John Wall in for Jackson. Here's Wall. And he drops it in from the low post. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Sometimes that's the best you can hope for with Wall inside. Send him to the charity stripe.
It's his first trip to the line. And he's good on the second. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 3. Dishes it to Adams. Jackson has the open look. And Memphis turns it over again.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Oh, Covington in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
1:30 left here in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Morant. Outside, George. Inside, Morant with the steal. Wall with the steal. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you love the way John Wall sees the floor. He's always surveying, looking for what the defense is giving up.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Clippers.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Here's George. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Bain passes to Morant. There's the dish to Adams. Bain for three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Bain kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Brooks. And he can't bank that one in. Ball passes to Covington. Here's George. Stolen by Brooks. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw this game. Free throw good. Bain. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the guard position. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Covington with the bucket.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Morant kicks to Bain. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And it's sent back by George. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Covington. Wall's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. So it's the Grizzlies now. Morant outside from about 16. And there it is for him. Morant's got 8 points.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Now here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Here's George, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Bain finds Brooks. Bain passes to Brooks. Clock at 6. Over Leonard. Here's Bain. Adams dishes to Brooks. Out to Morant. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. To the left side wing. Wall wide open. And the Clippers miss again.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with no one around. Hits the jumper in space. 8 points for him.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Kicks it out to Leonard. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Brooks outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers leading by 12. Steps back. Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And you see the remarkable athleticism of John Wall sailing in for the flush.
1:02 left here in the second. Morant, that's for 2. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Morant with the bucket.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Wall looking for an opening. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside Covington. Outside for George. With 1 on the clock. That shot off the mark. Those are all right, David. Thank you. We'll be.
Your Grizzlies, 16. The Clippers, 21.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Now, here is George. At the wall, just 3 to shoot. Down low. And Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Payne for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Payne's got 7 points. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Covington with the bucket.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
Adams with the screen on Wall. Now, here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. George with the ball. Now defended by Bane. It's stolen by Adams. To the middle. It's deflected. Paul George with the steal. The pass to Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines there's a level of focus and competitive spirit and most importantly productivity that you can really appreciate.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Here's George after the made shot from Desmond Bain. The 15-footer, a nice shot by George. George has got 6.
Well, there are times where you've got to get to that mid-range jump shot, and Paul George has got it to perfection.
Brooks outside. From outside the arc. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Leonard. Left side George. Oh, Leonard in position. Brooks outside. To the inside. And Adams with the slam.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Now here's Wall. 7 points in the game. Leonard looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds it to George. It's stolen by Adams. Morant outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 13 points in the game.
Hard to guard that. Morant really testing the limitations of his shooting there. But hey, he nailed it.
Now here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Jacks up a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wall against Brooks. And Wall kicks to Covington. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Outside, George. And there's the drive. That shot missing. Now Brooks. Off target at the rim. No good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Lays it up off the glass.
That is big-time handles. The ball's on a string. Good luck checking John Wall.
Morant surveying the D. Passes it to Brooks. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. He kicks it to Leonard. George against Brooks. George passes to Zubac, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Wall against Morant. The baseline J. The Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 14. Lob pass to George. The Clippers again turning it over.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Bain shakes him. Off the left rim and out.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Leonard, that's for two. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Wall dishes to George. Back to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. 20 feet out. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Morant. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Here's Adams. The feed now to Brooks. On the wing, Jackson. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 12. To the paint. It's tipped. Leonard on the wing. He lobs it up. And the dunk by Zubac.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's George. Outside, Covington. 6 to shoot. Here's Wall. That one a little long. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And here's Covington. All with it. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Back to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. From the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The three from Morant. It's not going to go for him.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Outside, Covington. Back to Leonard. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Now here's Adams. The three from Morant. That one's not going to go. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Now here's Paul. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Here's Booker. Drops in the 3. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. 2 terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Now here's Booker. Over George. Booker can't get it to go.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Stolen by Jackson. Pass to George. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Leonard on the wing. Kicks it to George. From the arc. That doesn't go either for George.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Paul passes to Ayton.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Not letting the defense knock him off balance. Reggie does a great job just being assertive.
Outside Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has the open look. And Ayton pulls it down.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Crowder, that's good.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
George, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Leonard, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Tipped away, stolen by Jackson. George outside for 3. He buries it from 3.
More and more, it should just sink in that Paul George is one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Shoots. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Leonard. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Bridges. Outside Paul. No good off the back of the rim. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. George drives in, shoots over Booker. That shot off. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Paul. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Here's Jackson. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Lets it fly. Ayton finds Paul. Here's Crowder. Back to Paul. Over Leonard. That won't go either for Paul. The shot no good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns earning this break in the action, up 10.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at center, filling out the middle. Paul for three. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers trail.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, it had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's George. Hey, hangs at midair and converts the double clutch layup. George has got 5 now.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Here's Paul. Lets it go from 14. Leonard pulls down the board. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And so Wall nails them both. Brent, at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a reemergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
The Suns leading. Now Booker. Lets it go. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Booker's gotten his second bucket.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Leonard passes to Wall. Zubac with a screen on Booker. And foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Wall against Paul. A quick shot there. It's off target. Left side Wall. Off target from outside. The Suns have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. For 3, Booker. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Paul. Tries to break his ice. And it's good on the layup. And the Suns lead by 7.
This ball not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Here's Wall. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. And here are the Suns now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Shots blocked. The ball's knocked loose. Crowder with a steal. Pass to Paul. From downtown. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Paul George.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Back to Wall. Out to Covington. Launches a 3. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Paul. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Pass to Wall. Back to George. That's tipped.
LA foul. Paul George. That's his 3rd personal foul. 17.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Paul passes to Booker. And the Suns miss again. Here's Covington to the wing on the left. And here's Zubac outside. The shot misses. And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
14. The Suns, 23.
And if you just join it in, 1/2 is in the books. 1/2 to go. And here are the Clippers now. 9-point game. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Paul against Wall. Pass to Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. 3-pointer. Booker missing again. The Clippers shooting poorly at only 28%.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the dunk by Leonard.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
And the Clippers have possession following the score by Phoenix. Count it.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation, and Paul George got it there.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Booker for 3. Covington grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
That aggressive mindset of his. Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
And Leonard drops them both. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside Paul. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Booker goes in. And another basket for Phoenix.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Wall, the pass to George. Back to Wall. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And it's Bridges with the jam.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time. What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
From deep. Crowder finds Paul. Shoots over Wall.
2 minutes remaining.
Paul can't get it to go. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Paul. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
NBA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Wall. He has 7. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob. And the Suns lead by 14.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
The first one falls.
At the line for your Clippers, Paul George.
He's off on the second. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Wall against Paul. Over Wall. They get it back. Outside for Booker. Second shot opportunity. Paul for 3. It's Bridges on the wing. Booker for 3. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Phoenix in command with a 13-point.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Well, Phoenix is shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Covington. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Up top, Paul. Wall covering. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
It's George on the wing. Leonard outside. Clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Phoenix foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. And you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around there.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
George, right side. Crowder with a steal. Paul with it. Checked by Wall. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. And he's going for the oop here. Crowder with a steal. To the middle. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to George. Leonard outside. Up top, Zubac. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Wall. Clock at 4. And stolen by Booker. Bridges passes to Booker from deep three-point range. Oh, did he? He did! Wow!
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
Leonard for 3. Here's Zubac. Second chance effort. He's off on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Throws it up high. And Ayton with the stuff.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
The Clippers have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. George left side. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. It's stolen by Wall. Here's George. Pass to Leonard. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
And the bucket is good. That gives him a double-double.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
So it's Phoenix now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Bridges passes to Paul for 3. Booker. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Suns basketball.
"15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Paul. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Phoenix no good that time either. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory.
and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Now Morant. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Robert Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. John Wall comes in for Reggie Jackson.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And Morant throws it down.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And there's Paul George on the assist by Wall.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
The shake. Morant drives in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Outside Leonard. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And it's Morant missing. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers. That free throw good from George. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, with authority!
That is a monster finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's George. There's the drive. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 7 points for Paul George. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Bane looking around. Pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Outside Leonard. Driving to the basket. It doesn't go for him.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Brooks with him. He's picked up by Wall. Covington against Morant. And Covington sends it back. In the corner, George with it. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. There's the three. It's good from long range. George has got 10 points in the game.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Stolen by Zubac. George against Bane, and it's George finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. And Covington stays with it.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Covington finds Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third personal.
Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Outside, George fires the 3. Unable to get that one. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of it.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. And Zubac with the block. And they're able to recover. 6 to shoot. Bain finds Jackson. Second chance shot. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Wall against Morant. Here's Adams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Ball passes to George. Covington down low. Guarded by Jackson. Covington's shot is off. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside for Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Leonard. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Zubac's with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Wall. And he gets the bucket. Morant's got 12.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Here's Leonard, stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Covington sends it back. Jackson, that's good.
Jackson Jr.
Here's Wall. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That shot misses. Adams, some nice D. Memphis trailing here. Feeds to Brooks. No good. That would have tied it. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The dish to Jackson. And the rejection by Leonard.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
Bane passes to Morant. Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Covington. The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. Leonard attacking. Outside Covington. Wall up top, guarded by Jackson. Here's Covington. Outside for George. Shot clock at 2. Stolen by Brooks. 1:30 left to play in the first half. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
It's George on the wing. They need this one. This is it to Zubac. And Adams sends it back. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Outside, George. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Morant kicks to Brooks. All with it. Pass to Leonard. And the rejection by Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's George. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. .29 seconds left to play here in the half. Leonard. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Bane. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Bane's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. Outside Leonard. The pass to Zubac. 4 seconds left. Back to Leonard. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Ball to Memphis.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And all right, Dave, thank you. And
Your Clippers, 23. The Grizzlies, 23.
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morant passes to Brooks. Bane kicks to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Leonard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Bane finds Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. George up top. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's Morant missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Here's Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane for the lead, and Jackson finishes inside. Jackson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies.
Inside, Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
All with it, guarded now by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington down low. Brooks covering.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
Morant passes to Jackson. Offensive rebound. Out to Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. Here's Bane. Lays it up and banks it in. Bane's got 5 points so far.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside, Covington. Outside, Wall. In the corner, George with it. Covington setting the pick for George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Morant outside. Adams in the corner. Back to Morant. Jackson finds Morant. Outside, Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they get it back. On the wing, Jackson. The second chance effort. Here's Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Wall looking for an opening. Inside, here's Covington. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bane, no good. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
That one's on Morant.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wall against Morant. Kicks it to Brooks. From downtown, it's hauled in by George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Leonard, make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant outside. Here's Jackson. In the corner, it's Bane. Off target from outside. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. Los Angeles leading by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wall passes to George. Leonard against Brooks. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Brooks.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
John Wall.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. It's stolen by Wall. George passes to Leonard. Yes, that goes in. And the Clippers lead by 6. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles. To the inside, Covington with the steal. Leonard inside, Brooks covering. Pass to Wall. Clippers moving the ball around. George passes to Zubac. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Morant kicks to Adams. Morant against Wall. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
All with it, now defended by Adams. Here's Zubac. Back to Wall. And that one drops for him.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Morant left side. Out to Brooks. Wall against Morant. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Zubac, a screen on Morant. Takes it out to Covington. Clock at 6. Left side, George. And blocked by Bain. They get it back, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Morant against Wall. Morant kicks to Bain. With the drive, back to Morant. He dishes it to Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hey, Greg, talking about the great John Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Leonard. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Jackson. Out to Morant. On the wing, Bain. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Here's George. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
1:04 left in the game. 6 to shoot. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And a wide open look for Payne. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And here's Wall. To the middle, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Ball to Memphis.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies.
Timeout.
They're down by 4. 24 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thank you, David. Nobody near George. A three-pointer is right on target.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Outside Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it even. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...